Good morning. It is currently Sunday here in Newcastle. Planning on going for a walk and then going to the gym, doing what I need to do on my lazy Sundays. That walk ain't gonna happen because it is literally terrible weather. Anyways, instead I'm just gonna do a little introduction while making my oats. So anyways, hi, I'm Bree and this is my life.
Don't get me lit on a weekday. I'm on the way, I'm a ways on the display, and I'ma shut them all down on the these days. It's my time.
So I literally get asked all the time, like, what made me get into bodybuilding? And you know what? I've actually been a part of, like, I've been so into fitness and sport my whole life. As soon as I could walk, I was doing little athletics. So I did like athletics for 2-3 years. After that I got into netball, so I did netball as well for another few years, which I loved. Netball was so much fun. I think it was like the little dresses that got me. I just loved it. I stopped netball, and then my dad's big on like keeping like fit, having a hobby. Like my dad was like, you're not gonna sit at home and do nothing, like you need a hobby. And I'm actually so grateful that he pushed me to get up and do something when I was younger, because that's what's made me have my drive now to do things. Also, Oxyway, code Bree, 10 out of 10 recommend. Yeah, so pretty much dad was a massive influence in my fitness lifestyle. So after netball, he got me into baseball. So I did baseball during the summer as just like for fun. I never like loved it. It kind of scared me, to be honest. I think because I was still like a little petite girl, I was like petrified. There's this thing called the bazooka, and this sounds so weird, but they would literally put the ball in it, and instead of like a pitcher throwing at you, it would just shoot the ball out at you, and it scared the living daylights out of me. So that kind of made me stop playing baseball. Oh my gosh. It's calories I need to put in my mouth. Anyways, forget that little dilemma. Ended up making this really nice group of friends at primary school who were into dancing. That's when my passion for dancing kind of started, because I started dancing. I loved it. I loved the stage, being able to bring out my personality on stage. I just freaking loved it. Honestly, my favorite type of dancing was contemporary, because it was slow, it was like emotional, you could bring out how you were feeling like. And I was such a closed off person as a child, so me being able to actually get out of my shell and show emotion in a way was really hard. So that's why I loved dancing, because you could literally just be yourself. I loved it. Straubs. Like, I love dancing so much, I ended up going to a performing arts high school in Newcastle. HSPA, represent. I went there from years 7 to 10. I ended up dropping out, obviously because I didn't want to pursue it. As I got older, I realized that's not what I wanted to do with my life. Once I ended up leaving year 10 at HSPA, I ended up stopping dancing altogether. And then that's when I found my love for rugby league. So I ended up playing league for a few years, the end of my high school, and then maybe 2 years after. So yeah, about 4 years I played league for. I was your little dummy half, or like center girl. That was me. I ended up getting so many injuries when it came to playing league, because I'm just an injury prone girl. I've figured that out. My first injury was my wrist, so I ended up breaking my wrist. Not long after that, I knocked myself out. Like, once my wrist recovered, went back to league, knocked myself out. I was diving on top of the ball. The opposition was coming towards me. Went into her hip, my neck went into her hip. Long story short, I ended up giving myself nerve damage so near down the right side of my body. Sometimes gets tingles and whatnot. Anyways, that didn't seem to stop me, because I went back to league not long after that. And once I recovered, my first game back after recovering from that incident, I broke my tailbone. So I just snap. After that, my mum kind of was like, Brianna, pull yourself together, stop. Like, you're actually gonna kill yourself if you keep playing league. I probably would have gotten more and more injured the more I continued on. Once I stopped playing league, I was kind of lost. I didn't know what to do because I've always been around sports. I was like, what am I doing? What's going on in my life? Like, I need something physically to keep me going. Like, that's me. Just finished making my oats. Bloody beautiful. I'm gonna put some sugar-free maple syrup. It slaps. Ended up finding this like all girls group fitness gym. At the time it was called Girl Guide. So I pretty much joined the gym, started getting into like group fitness kind of style training, and I loved it. I loved it. Those girls helped me find my love for the gym and actually training. So yeah, so I ended up training at that gym for a while, and then I was just kind of very lost within myself, like what I wanted to do, not in regards to my health and fitness, just like in general in life. Like, I was very lost at the time. So ended up moving to Queensland. I wanted to venture out and do something more individualized, so I ended up just signing up with the World Gym in Queensland. I met this really genuine lovely bloke up there. He was a PT, well, is a PT. His name's Ryan. Bless Ryan. He was my very first coach. So he ended up introducing me into the bodybuilding world. So I did my very first prep with him. I did IFBB. That was my very first show. Loved it. Loved the people I met through the show, but it just wasn't for me. With the IFBB stage, it wasn't enough for me. After a few years, like, I did a build with Ryan, but then my sister fell pregnant, so I ended up moving back down to Newcastle, and that's when I got in contact with Rob. So Rob, I have been with for, how long have I been with you, Rob? A year and a half I've been with Rob. Literally got onto Rob, said I wanted to do FMG. I wanted to do the first FMG show. He was like, we can do that. So I pretty much did the April show last year. That was my very first FMG show. That was the time where I was figuring out my purpose to bodybuilding, because obviously I loved it. I loved the end result, but I wanted to figure out a more deeper meaning. I was like, why do I actually want to do this? Like, I'm not doing this just for the sash or the crown. Like, why do I want to do bodybuilding? I ended up figuring out within myself that I was like, my mentality is that I was born to do this. Like, my mental strength grows incredibly each and every time I do a prep. The way it makes you as an individual as well is crazy. Like, my growth like as a person has skyrocketed. My self-confidence, the way that I can talk to people, and the way that I've come out of my shell, that's what bodybuilding has done to me. It's made me into a 10 times better person. These are just so good. Also, Oxy Greens, guys. Apple literally tastes like apple juice. I'm not even kidding you. I preach what I love, and I love EHP, so slay. They've got a, mine's coming in the mail, but a new Oxy Greens. It's called Crisp Apple, not Frosty Big Apple. I'm getting that one, and I will review it when it comes. Cheers, big ears. Yum. Anyways, so my first FMG show was in Sydney. I ended up coming second. It was amazing. The girls that I met at that show were incredible. Like, I'm still such close friends with them to this day, and it's been like, what, over a year since I met them, and we're still so close. Like, even though we literally live, like, Emma, she lives down in Adelaide, and then I've got Tanea, she lives over in bloody New Zealand. Like, Tyler's in Sydney, and like, the group of girls that you create at these shows, like the friendships, they literally never leave. You want to better yourself every single day because you've got girls like that surrounding you. It's just such a positive environment. I would not trade it for the world. My feedback was so good from that show. I ended up doing a back-to-back show. I did Gold Coast not long after, and that's where I ended up winning my pro cards. Had faith in the judges as well as my coach, most importantly. Rob knows what he's doing, and he got me there. Literally, it was such an emotional show that Gold Coast won. I wasn't winning. Yes, I was winning to become a pro, but I was winning for myself as well. Like, it was something I wanted, and I got it. And now it's so crazy to think that I'm actually 4 weeks out of my... This is gonna make me emotional, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's actually so crazy to think, like, now I am 4 weeks out of my pro debut. Like, that is insane. It's actually crazy. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get emotional. What the hell? Do you want me to meet my dogs? So this is Chip. Say hi, Chip. Chip's 5. He's my baby. And that's my freaking devil of a child. I name my dogs after Disney characters. So Chip from Beauty and the Beast, you know, little cup and saucer thing. And then Tink. Tink is obviously Tinkerbell. And this is Tink. Say hi, Tink. Say hi. Say hi. Anyways, they're my 2 little devils. I need to hurry up and eat these oats so I can go to the gym. But that is pretty much how I got into bodybuilding. Like, that is my background. Oats are done. Greens are almost done. I'm going to make my pre-workout and then head to the gym. Passion fruit today. Passion fruit oxy. This slaps. This flavour slaps. In my little EHP shaker. Boy, my toxic trach is like accents. So bad. Let's get it. Let's go train legs. Hot tip. Park the furthest away from the gym. Steps always. It's a mission, guys. Let's do this. Legs is done. I am just gonna smash out my half-an-hour cardio and then I will be on my way home. Get this shit done, get home. Okay, talk to you soon. Just got home and I am starving. I am going to heat up my beef and veggies. It's raining and they're not allowed to come inside. I'm going to go eat my post-workout, chill for a bit. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, do what you need to do. I appreciate the support. Much love.
It's my time, so put me on a replay.